Hi Kavish, I'm just going to show you how to do the mathematical operations on Excel. So if this is your Excel sheet here, you have your columns here and your rows here. And each little square like this is called a cell. So every cell is named based off of the column and row. So for example, this one is in the 7 one here. It's in column A and it's in row 1. So this cell is called A1. And then for, let's say this one's in column B and it's in row 1, so it's B1. And then this one here, the 4, it's in column A, row 2. So this one is called cell A2. So it's pretty much like that the whole way down. In every column, the column letter stays the same, but the row changes. And then it's same for the row. For every row, the number will be the same, but the letter will change. So what you can do with this information is that you can do mathematical operations by just selecting the name of the cell rather than having to type out the number. So one way that you can do the mathematical operations, this one will just be the simple addition with the numbers. So what you do is that when you go into the Excel cell and then press on it, you can type in, change the color. You can type in equals, and then you can do 7 plus 3. So that's what you'll be typing in. And then when you press enter, this will change into 10 when you press enter. And then you can do the same thing for the second set of numbers. You can type in equals and type in 4 with the plus sign, 2, and then once you press enter, that'll give you the answer 6. So you can try that on your own laptop. It'll give you the same answers. Oh, well, I guess this will be for the operations. So just ignore that. But yeah, so if you're just adding in numbers like this, and you can just press the equal sign, type in 7 plus the plus sign, which is I think shift, and then that key that's right next to the backspace with the equals, and then you will type in the number 3, and then once you press enter, then you'll get the number 10. Now what you can also do is you can do I guess this is operations. Operation with one cell. These will also be the operations. So with one cell, and by that I mean that you will be using the cell letter to get the operation done instead of having to type both numbers. So say, you can also try this on your own laptop. Just first make a cell or a row and column with all of these numbers. Then in the next column, put all of these numbers in there. So say what you want to do a different color here, is you want to use one of the cells. So let's say you already know the cell name. So let's say we want to use this cell here, the 7. So what you can do is you type in the equal sign, then you type in A1. This A1 will now become 7 because this A1 here pulls the 7 from this A1 here. Okay? So you can do A1 plus 3, and that will equal, once you press enter, that'll equal 10. So that's how you do it with just one cell. All you need to do is see which cell the number is in, and if you know the cell name, the cell name is here, and then you get that from the A and 1 here, then you can just type that in here and then do the operation you need to do, and then type in the number. And then once you press enter, that'll give you the same answer. So then now this row will be the operation with 2 cells. So say we want to use 2 cells. So in this one, we're only using 1 cell, but now say we want to do 2 cells. So first you'll type in the equals, and then we already know that the 7 here, this will be A1. But now we need to figure out what to do for the 3. So for the 3, this one will be this cell here, and if you remember, we put the cell name here, which is B1. So all we need to do is type in B1 here. So this B1 represents the 3, and this A1 will represent the 7. I'll make this a darker color. There. So once you press enter, that will also equal 10. So this was for addition. Now let's do for subtraction. It's pretty much the same. With operations with just the numbers, all you have to do is just do the equal sign. I'll erase this because that's like the answer. So this is all you want to have in the cells. The answer is what you'll get when you press enter. So for the subtraction, it's pretty much the same thing. You can just have the numbers out like this, and then when you press enter, you get the answer 2. Or you can use the cell. You can pause the video and try to write it out yourself. And if you've tried and you're stuck, you can go ahead and look at what the answer will be. So what you can do is you need to know the 4. You need to know what 4 will be. Here's a minus sign because that's what the operation will be. And you need to know what 2 will be. So we know that 4 is in cell A2, okay? So here we'll have the cell A2. And 2, the number 2, is in cell B2. So here we will write, oh no, actually this is just with 1 cell. So you don't need to worry about that one right now. This one will just be 2 for now. But the main point here was just the 1 cell here. This A2. So now we'll move on to with the both cells. And here what we'll do is that we already know we need 4 minus 2. So here we already know that 4 is A2. And what we need to do is the 2 now. So this 2 is in cell B2. So here we'll write B2. And here's it's sort of highlighted so you can see the different colors. So now you can go ahead and try the rest on your own. I'll just keep doing them, but I won't do them so slowly since I think you probably see like the pattern now. This one will be multiplication, so it's equals 5. And then you'll do this asterisk, which is a shift plus 8. So you'll type in shift, you'll press shift first, then you'll press 8. You don't need the plus sign, that's just how it's written when you have like 2 different keys at the same time. And then you'll do 5 asterisk 3, and you'll end up with 15. So it'll be the same thing here. You'll use A3 because that's the cell that the 5 is in. With your asterisks here, 3. And then for both of them, you'll do A3. Change the color actually. You'll do A3, then you'll see that the number 3 is in cell B3, so that's the number you use. I'll go ahead and highlight this so you can see which cells I'm talking about. So this is the A3 here. And then for the B3, that one is here. So hopefully the colors kind of help out a bit so you can see where each number is coming from. So now I'm going to do the same thing for the division. 10, then you do this /, and then that is shift plus the, I don't know, actually I don't think you need to do shift for that. That's just right next to the shift sign, or shift key. 10 divided by 2, that'll give you 5. Then for the one cell, we'll do A4 divided by 2. And then for both cells, we'll do A4 divided by B4. Let me go ahead and highlight this so you can see where each number is coming from. And then there's the B4 for the 2. And here's the A4 again for 10. So now same thing with the exponent sign, except so usually the exponent sign, if you're just writing it out in math, it's just like this, right? But I think in Excel it's actually equals, and then I think you have to type in EXP and then do 2, 3. I haven't used Excel in a while, so I think this is just how it's done in Excel. I'm not sure exactly, so just check on that. But this is the mathematical one. So then here, we'll do the same thing. It'll be A5, 3. And then same thing here, but with both cells, A5 to the power of B5. And let me highlight again so you can see. So here is the A5 for the 2. And then here's the B5 for the 3. Okay, so this is how it's done with the operations, just with the numbers and then using the cells too. Okay, so now you have the operations section, and I think they just have like equal, not equal, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. So basically all this means is that whenever you use two numbers and do these operations, you either get the answer true or false. Okay? So say you do this on a cell. Let me just make one quickly. Right. Now say you have a cell and now you want to do this operation. So let's say we do 10 is less than 12, okay? And I think you'll have to put this equal sign here again. So you'll do equals 10 with the less than sign 12. So what you'll get from here is that when you press enter, the answer you will see on the screen will be true. Now the same thing here, just for another one. So you do equals, and then you do 10 is not equal to 12. The answer you'll get is true because 10 is not equal to 12. Let's do one more. Let's say it's 12 greater than 10. So here you'll get the answer true. Okay, so basically all this is doing, I can show some more examples too. 3